guys, we are back with another video doing cards you should be buying right now. But this video is a little bit different as we're going to be looking at cards that are getting a reprint in the tins. And I think you might want to consider buying them even though they're getting a reprint. Now I know, I tell people all the time, that's our rule. When a card is getting a reprint, do not buy that card. It's going to fall out tremendously. But there are a couple cards I think you might want to look at, and I'm going to tell you why, because there's some real specific reasons why these cards. Before I jump into that, we do have the results of the giveaway. The last giveaway we did of the IP and the Azalea. So the winner of the IP is Tupac Dal Don. I think I said that right. It is Tupac, capital D-A, capital D-O-N. So you are the winner of the IP. As far as the Azalea goes, this is going to be going out to Zachary Plato 2009. You got the Azalea. So congratulations to you two. All you got to do is send me your address to this email, Kotocards10@gmail.com. So it's Kotocards, all one word, Kotocards, then the number 10@gmail.com, and I will get these out to you. So again, congratulations. We do have another giveaway on this video for hitting 800 subscribers, which we're a little bit late because I think we're already at 880. But we are going to do that giveaway, and the cards that we're giving away on this video right here is the first card we're going to be giving away is a playset of Shadows Light. It's a really interesting card. I absolutely love it. Secret rare. Somebody's going to break this card open, and this card's going to see play at some point in its life. I don't know when. But we're going to be giving away a playset of that. And then, as promised, we are going to give away one more Crimson Dragon. This is the last Crimson Dragon we're giving away because we're going to start giving away some of those quarter century rares from the tins. We're going to start giving away cards from the tins. So we're moving on from Duelist Nexus. So this is the last opportunity to get a free Crimson Dragon. All you got to do to be eligible for the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment. That is it. And the last thing I want to say is if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. We would love for you to be a part of the community and hit that like button. It does help us out on YouTube. So we're going to jump right into this. I've got 7 cards. 7. I can't count. I've got 7 cards that I think you might want to look at that are getting reprinted. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to bring them up on TCG Player so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So let me bring that up right here. All right. So I want to preface this. I want to preface this by saying, look, these cards are not for everybody. And I'm not saying invest highly in these cards. What I am saying is we did see the sheet with the prismatic secret rares on there. And if that sheet is real, and if those are all the prismatic secret rares being reprinted in the tins, then there are some cards from these sets that were initially printed as secret rare that are getting rarity downgrades. And I think that that's significant. I think that's important. So what I want to say about this, this is a card, Dinomorphia Domain, that I bought last night. I bought my playset of it. I have always had an interest in playing Dinomorphia. And because I have a good idea that this card is getting downgraded to either an ultra, super, or common, I wanted the secret rare. And because I wanted it and I plan on playing Dinomorphia, I went out and I bought it because it's super cheap right now. And so what I'm looking at are cards that did not show up in that sheet. as prismatic secret rares that look like they're getting downgraded in rarity, either ultra, super, or common, and essentially saying, look, if you have no interest in Dinomorphia, then don't pick this card up. But if you had an interest in playing Dinomorphia, this is not a bad card to pick up because it appears as though this is going to get a rarity downgrade. And if you want the highest rarity, this is it. And this card is pretty cheap. One of the really cool things about the tins is not just that you get reprints of cards like Bystial Lebellion or Regulus or Cartesia or, you know, the Jet Dragon, whatever chase card you wanted. One of the really cool things about the tins is that you get access to all these decks all over again. So there's going to be a lot of people interested in playing some of these decks like Dinomorphia. And if you are, I would consider going in and grabbing the secret rares. Look at this. I want to show you on the chart right here. If you look at this, this is down real far. It was like a $7 card for a lot of its life. As the tins approached, you can see this card is now somewhere around $2. But you can see that hook on the bottom of it. And that hook indicates that it's starting to go up. Why is it starting to go up? Because there's people like me that realize that this card isn't going to be prismatic secret rare. And we want the highest rarity of the card. So people are going in and they're buying this card. You can see that there are sales on this card. These top two, these are me. I had one, so I finished out the playset and bought my two. So I had to pay shipping on each of those cards, so they were like $2 each. But the sales history on this, you can see, they're moving. These are all, you know, yesterday. These are moving. People are buying their play sets of them. And it has to do with the fact that it's not being reprinted in a high rarity. It may be reprinted in super. It may even be reprinted in common. So people are going in and getting it. I think it's a decent card to pick up if you want to play Dinomorphia. The next two cards I want to look at are both Libromancer cards. It's the same idea. If you've ever wanted to play Libromancer, neither one of these cards showed up on that prismatic secret rare sheet. Meaning chances are Geek Boy and Fire right here are going to be downgraded. Well, you can go in and you can pick these cards up super cheap. You got Geek Boy sitting here for around $3. Yeah, I mean, even less. You can pick this card up for like $2.16, $2.10. You know, you can pick these up really, really cheap. People are going to be interested in playing these decks. And people that have an interest, if that's you, I would go in and grab these. If it's not you, just ignore it. You don't need to go in and buy Geek Boys and Fire. You don't need to buy Dinomorphia Domain if you don't have an interest in playing it. But if you do, they're decent cards to pick up. Another one is Albalenitis. This card did not show up on that sheet out of Dimension Force. So this card is sitting, you know, ignore the $10. This card's sitting somewhere around $5. But you can see, again, the hook on this card. It is going up. Why is it going up? Well, it's going up because people know that it's probably not going to be prismatic secret rare. It's getting a rarity downgrade in the tins, if it even shows up in the tins. So people are going in and grabbing their card now. Another card, I think, is Illegal Night. If you want the entire adventure package, this is a card you might want to play. I know a lot of people don't play Illegal Night, but if you want to play Illegal Night, it's not a bad time to buy it. You can see that it stopped dropping. Why did it stop dropping? It's not on the sheet. And because it's not on the sheet, it's going to get a rarity downgrade if it shows up at all. There are always cards that miss the tins. And there are always cards that get rarity downgrades. That keeps the price of the original higher than it would be if it got a prismatic secret rare. So this is a card you might want to consider if you want it. Again, I'm not telling you to invest in these. I'm not telling you to go out and buy them if you don't have an interest in playing it. But if you do, they're not bad cards to buy. Another one is Spellbound. This did not get, it didn't show up on that sheet. And this one's different. This secret rare, if you've not seen it, it is absolutely beautiful. And if this card gets a rarity downgrade to an ultra or even a super, it is not going to look anywhere near as nice as it does in secret rare. And, you know, a good example of that is the Archosaur. When that card was printed, what was it printed in? Eternity Code, maybe? That secret rare was absolutely beautiful. And when it got reprinted in the tins, not a lot of people wanted that ultra rare. They wanted the original secret rare. It kept the price of the secret rare high because the card was so beautiful. This is not as beautiful as the Archosaur, but it is still a really nice looking secret rare that is not going to look anywhere near as nice in Ultra. If you've ever wanted Spellbound in secret rare, now's a good time to buy it, because if this card gets a rarity downgrade, this card's at least going to stay at the price that it's at. It might even start going up. It's still kind of going down. You can see it doesn't know what it wants to do on this chart. So it has kind of started going down again. About $5. I would not be surprised if you don't see this card do a little bit of a rebound up to about $7, something like that. If you want it, I would consider grabbing it. The last card that I caught my eye was Sprite Sprint, not on that sheet. If you've ever wanted this card and for whatever reason didn't get it, this card is most likely going to get a rarity downgrade. And if it does, that's going to keep the price of that secret up there. Now, this card is, I think, a little more expensive. Still, you can, that's Japanese, Korean. Yeah, you're looking at about $7, $8 for this card. So I understand if you want to take a hard pass and just wait for the Ultra. But it is another card that is not showing up on that sheet, which will keep the price a little bit high. Let me just finish out this by saying, I'm not telling you to invest in these. I'm not telling you to go all in on these. All that I'm saying is if you've had an interest in these decks, Dinomorphia, Libromancer, if you've wanted the full adventure package, these are not bad cards to go in and buy. There are cards from the tins that you can go in and buy. The leaks did help us out a little bit in that regard by giving us some information. So do with that what you will, but I do think that that these cards do have a potential to go up, and they are pretty cheap, so they might be a decent investment. That's what I got for you today. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and I am out of here.